Psycho Accountability Call. Got a bunch of fellas here this evening or this morning or whatever, whatever time zone you're in. The QR code is for the track. Allows you to open up on your phone the 30-day tracker, track everything that you're doing. How's everybody doing today?
Doing well.
Good. All's well.
Ron, I was just gonna say, and I'm still in London, so there might be a delay. This morning before this call, I was exploring like what I do to engage. Like I still have a problem. Accountable as I hold myself to, I still have like this ramp up period where I know I need to do something. I've planned to do something. I've scheduled it. I have the time, and then it's so hard to force myself to do it. You guys, I mean, I think we all deal with that, right?
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. Like, for instance,
It's the weirdest thing, isn't it?
You got a project, you're ready to go, and it's that start phase where you're like, once you start, the ball starts rolling, and it's the fact just getting the thing started, the momentum going. I think that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, just like when I was like implementing, doing my 15 minutes a morning of Spanish, I was prepared and had the time, but I was always finding other things to do and putting it off. But I know how important it is because I have a lot of Spanish speaking clients, and I don't know. There's just a weird force. I don't want to do this because it's different, even though I know I need to do it. Right? Like it's that little internal fight that you have to start doing something new. I have it, at least. I battle with it to start things. But once I start them, I lock in.
Yeah, it's the momentum piece, getting that ball rolling. Like I did a big event back in November. It was a speaking event I set up, and I logged it in, or I set it up back in September, and I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get the venue. I didn't want to get the caterer. I didn't want to prepare the speech. I kept putting it off. But then, like you said, once you lock in, you get once the first activity goes, then everything starts to fall in place. But I fight it.
Yeah. Each day, like I do client
it also feels
engagement
like
and
this
stuff.
Like really.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go, Rob.
Oh no, I was
just saying, like with the
a cheap. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm like severely delayed, so I'll just I'll pause. I'll wait for you guys. All good.
It's such a big win when you can make yourself do something new. That's like the big win, right? If getting that, like you say, Rob, that momentum going. So I motivation out of these calls, seeing other people holding a bubble. It's so much motivating than a motivational speaker to me at this point in my life, is to actually see accountability, like real tangible accountability happening. It's so strong.
I'm finding myself getting to a new schedule. My kids are back in school now, so break's officially over. But then sports schedules are starting back up. So like yesterday, I had to, which obviously getting up in the morning helps with this because I'm already up. But my daughter has to leave here at 5:45 now for lacrosse conditioning training, right? So I mean, she puts in some long days, and those are Tuesdays and Mondays and Wednesdays, I think. No, Tuesdays and Thursdays now. So I was like, well, as long as I'm taking you, there's no reason to come back and then get ready. So I'll just get up, jump on the treadmill, then I'll take you, then I'll go to the office. So I'm getting to the office like 6:10, and just a new adjustment to the schedule. It was just a different place, trying to accomplish the same things. I guess a different time block, different place. I think I get more done here in the morning than I do in my office, just because regardless at different times, there's more distractions that kind of enter into the picture. So I don't know. That was my little observation from yesterday. I know it's going to be a new change in the schedule, even though, I mean, it can't be uninterrupted, right? Like it's just a shuffling around of the time. It's a reallocation of the time. So,
Rob Jenkins, you were going to say something before.
Yeah, it was just in alignment with that. There was a significant delay on my side, so I was just pausing and listening to you guys. But the biggest thing was starting the daily calls, client engagement. Always, folks I haven't spoken with in a long time, is once I knock out that first call, even though I have the time blocked, I'll delay with it. But once I make the call and the client picks up, it always ends up being really good, and I don't know why, but each day that I do it, it's like, oh, but once I do it and get it going, it's one of the stronger parts of my business. So got to do it.
It's easier for us to say we didn't. You can go ahead, Rob.
No, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's easier like what Rob was saying. It's easier to say we didn't do it, therefore we did not fail. It's easier not to mentally just say I didn't fail. I didn't do it, fail. Versus doing it and you're scared of failure. You're scared that somebody's going to be hostile because you waited so long to call them back. So we have these apologies scripts when you forget to call a client where you have to basically apologize. Hey, yeah, it's not even really a script. It's just apologizing up front and re-engaging person. That's why we have the 3 call a day nurture in this 30-day challenge, because nurturing those relationships are important to you. Like you can go 6 months and you're like, oh my God, I like completely lost touch with this very important person in my life. And it's not really a good place to be. All you, Rob.
I actually forgot what I was going to say. Totally forgot what I was going to say.
Hey, so yeah. The problem is that in London, and so the software is in London, and everything's like coming here to there, and once I get back, I think everything will be fine.
I'm sure it will.
That's yeah. I don't know.
Ron, I know what I was going to say.
I'm trying to get better. Sure.
Yeah, so I had an interesting thing happen yesterday. I mean, like I've been getting up early for a long time. Not like years ago, I was getting up at 4, and then I started getting up at 4:30 and 5, and still get my stuff done. So I haven't like we had that lunch, Ron, and in Ron Jenkins. I mean, Ron, you talk about this SEO you're starting up, which I've never ever done any of that, but I am starting some new things. But for typically, I'm just getting my typical routines. I'm knocking out earlier. But I've been able to add a little bit of this other stuff. Like Ron, I've been really looking at the Chat GPT. I've been playing with that a lot. Blog, I've been putting some blog stuff together. I haven't posted yet, but I'm getting ready to post some. But like it was funny. So last night I got home. I didn't have any evening appointments, but I got home, and I'm like, I gave myself permission not to have to work because I knocked it all out. And it was like, oh, okay, this is great. This is a good feeling. I don't have to do anything tonight because I've done it all.
Yeah, there's always something more to do. Like you can always find, but if you get the stuff done that you intended to do, then it's important to make sure you make time for the other important things in your life, because we can all just find ourselves finding something else to do with work, right? So
yeah,
I have to get better with that.
The number one goal for me is to be home at 5. Be home at 5 and hang out with my son. So that's taking all that evening work and put it in the morning. So it is to get home and you've done everything for the day.
Yeah.
That's the huge benefit that have to achieve.
Yeah. So it was a good it's not the first time I had that feeling, but yesterday, I really recognized, like, wow, this is great. This is great. Done. Do what I want to do. Hang out with my wife. Eat dinner with my wife and daughter. Take it easy, and not worry about I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. So
cool. Well,
It's a benefit of
I think
structure.
we're still having audio
That's what they say.
issues, but we'll see you guys
Say the
tomorrow
pain of
morning.
discipline or the pain of regret.
all right.
Okay, man. Take care.
Cheers, guys.